Hello, Guardians. It is Ebontis. It is July 26th. We have 4 weeks left in Season of the Haunted, and we did get a hotfix today, which has a couple things I wanted to cover, and also give you a few highlights to consider as stuff to do today and also this week. So the first thing is the hotfix itself. One of the biggest things that it fixed is the fact that you can now get silver leaves from basically everything you're supposed to. You can get it from patrols, which will be anything, anywhere, which is good. But one of the biggest things that you can actually get it in is containment. So now Nightmare Containment should be dropping silver leaves. That was tried to be fixed with a hotfix on Thursday. Didn't quite happen. That should be working. Sever missions should be dropping silver leaves. You've also got the Altars of Sorrow. So this is one of the good ways to knock out one of those triumphs, which you can do. That should be dropping silver leaves as well. I don't know if it's per round or per total completion. I haven't tested that one yet, but if you're going for the challenge for the actual event itself, if you go start to finish, you'll knock out that challenge 100% when you're done, so that you could probably see how many leaves come from that one. Random patrols on any destination should be dropping them. And we've also got the Blind Well on the Dreaming City. That one should be dropping leaves. I don't know how many yet because I haven't tested that one, and Dares of Eternity should also be dropping them. That should be everything that was supposed to and wasn't, so now it should be fixed. Now, another thing to point out, which a lot of people had mentioned, if you went to Classic and you went to Investigation and you had the checkpoint for this mission, people were kind of abusing this to get leaves really, really fast. This mission is no longer dropping silver leaves to my understanding. Now, I don't know if they fixed the exploit, or if you had the checkpoint, it would work. I don't know if you go through the full thing, but if you're trying to do the missions, I might try pretty much anything else, honestly. So just be aware that Investigation, especially checkpoint farming, likely has been fixed. I don't know if the full run through works. I haven't tested that one because I'm basically done with the event, but I don't want to share this stuff to you. Now, they did also change one thing with Bonfire Bash. So this week, and probably would go and be in effect next week as well, they added weekly rotating modifiers to the Bonfire Bash event. So you would imagine these would come around next year as well. So right now we've got taken combatants generate Blight Geysers when defeated, so just watch where they're standing. You've got when defeated Acolytes will spawn fire pools that cause damage over time, so that'll be when you're fighting Hive. We've got Fallen Vandals spawn a web mine at their feet, and then we've got Scions spawn void grenades at their feet. Basically, they just gave a little spice to some of the mid-level ads that you'll be fighting, no matter if you're fighting Cabal or Fallen or Hive. And then, of course, just look at what you're killing's feet, and you'll probably be aware of which ones you should be dodging. Taking in all of them depends on your rotation, but Bonfire Bash just has those rotating modifiers now, just give things a little bit of extra spice. That's the only real change I've seen for Bonfire Bash, though. Now, many of you have probably seen some of the crazy memes and jokes that have happened with regards to Dreamwork. This should be fixed now as well. So what it was doing is people would hit a target with a Dreamwork weapon, switch over to Galahorn, and then it would overflow Galahorn or Anarchy or just some crazy things. I saw 1,000 bullets in Sweet Business. There were some fun things that happened. This has been fixed, so if you were trying to test this theory, you see a video about it, it no longer works. So just wanted you guys to make aware. This only works for these weapons now, not, crazy broken things for other weapons. Apparently, there was also an issue where the last word was doing more damage than it was intended to after a change. This should be resolved. Not saying this thing still won't be good, but I think it was actually a little bit broken after a couple changes they made. They were trying to actually bring it down. I think they were trying to bring the controller aim assist and stuff down a little bit. This seems to have been brought back, but brought back to where they hopefully intended it to be, and also the extra damage seems to have been fixed as well. And that covers most of the changes in the hotfix. A lot of it was basically just that silver leaves drop everywhere depending on what you're doing. Gambit, if you are working on any challenges, Gambit does have your double Gambit rank. So if you're going for a Gambit reset, if you're going for any reputation, if you're trying to go for, gilding a dredgen title, whatever it may be, if you have anything to do Gambit related, which I have quite a few of the challenges for the season to do related to Gambit. If you're earn points by banking moats, defeat taken in Gambit, we've got powerful in Gambit. So there's some Gambit stuff that I probably want to do this week if I'm going to do it. So check any of these. If you're going to go for the chain of command and you want the double reset for Gambit, more power to you, because that's probably one of those that I would skip. but generally that's the one of the ones. If you're looking for any of these, if you're looking for the double reset and maybe you're even like halfway there, this is the week that you're going to want to spend a little bit of time in Gambit. And the final thing that I wanted to point out is actually the Lost Sector that's up today, and that is Excavation Site 12. You can do this thing in 2 minutes. I've seen people do this thing in 30 seconds, but even on a bad run, it's about 2.5 minutes on Legendary. Master's even still fairly quick if you get, comfortable with it, but Legend is stupid fast because the burn is solar. There's like one arc shielded enemy, and it's really, really not that bad to do. So if you're looking to farm exotic arms, this is actually a really good one to do it on today. Barrier and Unstoppable. Barrier, you've got a lot of options for that one. Pulse rifles, Unstoppable. You've got your scouts and things. But if you just take a solar heavy in there, a machine gun, Xenophage, Gallahorn, lots of things die really quickly, and you can farm your arm exotics at a very fast pace. I've got a guide for this one on my channel as well, so check that one out if you need to. But if you have any questions about the Solstice event at all with regards to the challenges, tips for making it go faster, if you want to understand Bonfire Bash a little bit, I have a complete guide for that one on my channel right now. If you guys will need to, want to work through that one as efficiently as possible, check out that guide. Also know when you have alternate characters that you actually have a way to help get armor for those other characters if you're trying to farm certain stat sets, but you don't want to do the whole, event for that second or third character because they seem to have not made that one that efficient, but they did give us a way to move some armor around and it still kind of works. Could be a bug, but at this point I don't think they're going to change it. So that is basically everything we got for this week. Eva's going to be here for 2 more weeks for the Solstice Event Challenge. If you guys are working on that, you should be good to go. But other than that, that is what you got going on this week. Gambit bonuses, the Grandmaster this week is going to be dropping Horror's Least because we are going against the Corrupted. So this is your first chance to get an Adept Horror's Least, which is nice little Arc Pulse Rifle. And Arc 3.0 is coming up next season, so might be one of those to grind for if you got a group to do it. I know people can knock that boss out really quickly if you've got the new linear fusion rifle from the duality dungeon and things of that nature. But you got about 4 weeks left in the season, so if you're, your grind's coming to a bit of an end, take a little breather. If you know you got about 4 weeks left to knock out some stuff you want to do, just a reminder, this is a good week to do some of those things as well. The Crucible playlist this week is Clash, if you're wondering what that one's going to be. So there's like Team Scorched and Mayhem and other things like that. Just to be aware, if you're looking for a certain playlist, pay attention if you're going for any of those challenges. But that's all I got for you guys for today, July 26th, week 2 of Solstice. If you guys enjoyed the video, drop a like below. If you have a question about something I may have missed, please throw that in the comments. Or if you just want to say hello, you can say hello. If you guys want to check me on Twitter or Twitch, it is Ebontis there. Right here on YouTube, if you have not subbed yet, hit that subscribe button, hit that alert bell. Helps all my guides and videos and everything make it to you. And those of you who are YouTube members or Patreon subs, thank you for that extra support. You guys are all fantastic, though. See you soon.